Jelly Hoshiumi, who is a creator of Phase Connect, made a fairly innocuous tweet that I didn't really think too much of at the time. Apparently was so bad that Phase Connect had to make a public statement. And this is Shirayashi sharing the now deleted screenshot saying, "Excuse me, please point to where she said anything that could be, quote, racist, hatred, or bigotry, because I don't see it." And this is in relation to the Minecraft update that I talked about in a previous video where Mo Yang was pushing an update going through Rosa Parks and the Make Good Fun update from Minecraft that had a ton of backlash from the community. And Jelly says something fairly based, innocuous. "Screw it, man. I think pushing politics in my children's sandbox game is disgusting, especially when it's disguised as education. Let me play my stupid block game without having to engage or associate with any of your stupid political garbage that I literally do not care about." Where is the issue here? Very strange. I mean, to me, that's a straightforward based. Yeah, you have every right to say that. Phase Connect official. An important notice regarding recent events. Thank you for understanding. Like hell, anyone understands this. Thank you for supporting Phase Connect. Recent comments made on Twitter by one of our talents included discussion on sensitive issues. Please miss me with this garbage. Following an internal review, these comments were taken down. We sincerely apologize for any issues caused by this incident. So she's still with them, but somebody deleted her post because it was too offensive. Phase Connect's focus has been and always will be providing entertainment through different personalities and a wide range of our unique content. We do not tolerate racism, hatred, or bigotry in our communities. Thank you for understanding and your continued support of Phase Connect and our talents, Phase Connect team. I'm telling you guys right now, not that I would ever recommend anyone be sue happy for anything, but this is like slanderous. Saying these things in relation to Jelly, who did not do these things, she could have a case saying, you are tarnishing my brand by implying that I did something that I did not do because you guys are a bunch of pussies and you didn't like a statement that I made, even though the statement is not any of these things that you said it was here. So I would almost say lawyer up at that point. Rima Evanstar says, for context, this is what happens. Minecraft releases DLC. Jelly quote retweets it, just like I did and thousands of other people did, saying she was advised by lawyers not to comment. Jelly tweets that politics shouldn't be in games. Jelly addresses it on stream, said she initially reacted without enough research, then looked it up and realized it was an optional Minecraft educational DLC. First off, I don't care what it is. Get this shit out of the games. Miss me with the, oh, it's optional, because that's how they get around indoctrinating. Hey, you don't have to download it. Yeah, but you know who does? The schools that want to push this shit on the kids. After seeing the topics, she called it mostly history and a room temperature take, citing women's suffrage, India's independence, anti-apartheid, and equal education for girls, saying it wasn't evil or horrible. She still said she wouldn't play it or have her kids play it, and that it could be worse. Criticized people rushing to fight before checking facts, and noted she's not American, so she didn't know the Black History Month timing / context. Black History Month is not a thing. There are a lot of Black people that don't even want a Black History Month that's being forced upon them. Jelly posts a 100,000 thank you tweet and jokes about engagement bait. The tweet gradually blows up, including being reposted to r/VTuber drama and elsewhere, eventually hitting 4 million plus views. Twitter does what Twitter does. Everyone fights. Tweets get deleted. Phase Connect, her agency, releases a statement 2 days later. We are now here. And then they followed up, by the way. Please do not direct any questions regarding recent events to any of our talents. Thank you for your continued support. So you just dropped this bombshell on one of your talents and then expect the community to just be like, okay, yeah, we're just going to move along and not talk about this. This is insane. Savvy, there is no understanding. You will simply start to fade. Wow. Wow. I mean, ratioed the follow-up tweet and about to ratio the first one. L says, Straub, mean bastard, you guys know an apology is an admission of guilt, right? FaZe Connect is trying to unalive itself. It's the end of them. Max, cancel culture? An excuse for cyberbullying? That's amazing. DOA Momiji says, interesting, you never said a word about Clara and her celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. Hope the decline was worth it. Weird. So apparently, according to FaZe Connect, you're totally okay to celebrate the death of Charlie Kirk. But how dare you question anything about Mojang's Minecraft updates? Straub, what did Jelly say that would warrant this? Not to mention saying things like racism, hatred, and bigotry as if that had anything to do with what she was saying. I'm just so tired of companies not having the backs of their talents when they do literally nothing wrong. Here's a better way to have handled this. Go Supreme. What you should have posted as you completely neglected harassment Jelly faced. Notice on recent events, this is a fake post. Thank you for supporting FaZe Connect. The online treatment and threats toward Jelly Hoshiumi in social media posts, including death threats and other awful content, are unacceptable. We stand by our talents against this behavior, and no FaZe talent deserves to deal with this, as it is reprehensible. Any threats will be reported to the authorities. We care about talent here at FaZe Connect. Thank you for your understanding. Holy shit. Wow. It's almost like that's how it should have been handled. Weird how they went straight for trying to blame their own talent that they had working there. Rev says, Desu, this statement is a colossal L that not only caves to the obnoxious virtue signalers who could care less about your talents, but also creates a standard that will be used against FaZe and your talents forever. Horrible decision. This, again, perfectly encapsulated by Rev. This is what happens when you have wokey DEI hires in positions of power, and they have no idea. They did not earn their way to get there. They just get checkboxed in and inserted into the company, and they are just winging the fuck out of it. This is the worst possible way to handle customer backlash, and it is going to be ripple effects forever. Permaband, hold on. FaZe Connect issues an apology over a talent's criticism of a Minecraft game mode that perpetuates racial hatred, but stays completely silent over another's opinion over someone who got politically dispatched with a firearm? I see how it is. And good job bending the knee to people who blatantly hate almost everything about you and admit that they brigaded you because they simply don't like you. Look at these posts. Ah, ha, ha, ha. They got my report. You fucking losers, Lamau. Fuck you, Jelly. F you, Lumi. F you, Dizzy. Peepa. Clara 1, Clara 1, Clara 1. Woke 1. F you, Nazi. Mother. These are the people that you are bending the knee to. They don't care about their virtue signaling. They don't care about feeling better about anything or their feelings being hurt. It's about the cult ideology and the message. It is a war of words. And when you bend the knee to them, you are saying, yes, you win this and you can continue to do this. And we will forever bend the knee moving forward. This is the problem, by the way, if you have an ideologue in the position of, I don't know, a community manager running the FaZe Connect social media and the FaZe Connect public relations. When they are part of the clan themselves, part of the cult, they are going to be aligning themselves with these types of people. And of course, they're going to be making these types of decisions. Leader of the APCM, they're trying to pin the blame on Kenny when I was the one who went the entire night yesterday and my early morning spamming emails to all of Pippa Cleo's previous sponsors, Offkai and even fucking Hyatt. Keck. These people are miserable. And I can speak to this because where I used to work, people would try to harass and try to get me fired there, thinking that they'd get an own. They would send random out of context things to that company and be like, look what he did. And I have friends that are still at the company that were working in the departments that got these things that came through. And they would send them to me and they'd be like, You got some people that really don't like you online. They're trying to get you fired for a job you don't even work at anymore. And I'm like, this is how the cult works. They don't care about anything except taking away your funding sources, making your life miserable, because they've realized in communism, it's the best way to get you to bend the knee and indoctrinate yourself into their cult and become one of them, saying, okay, I will just give up. And if I'm just accepting of you guys, you promise you won't come after me and my family and cancel where I work and try to get me fired. And you'll just, I'm one of you. So we're good. It's fucked up. And the problem is the companies that do bend the knee to these people only enable it to perpetuate forever. So yeah, this was a massive L for FaZe Connect. And I hope the community remembers this forever, because there's no coming back from this. There's no coming back from this. But I'll leave that there. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Good boy. Who's a good boy? Wow. Look at that tail go. Who's a good boy? Yeah. Ooh. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Look at you. Such a good listener. Look at you. I don't need to shock you ever. Yeah, you're a good boy.